Pet abandonment and pet abuse is one of the phenomenon that are often gone unnoticed. But this has been a rising problem as we see streets filled with the presence of abandoned dogs and animal shelters reaching its maximum capacity. In the US, for instance, based on Best Friends Animal Society, more than 2 out of 3 of US households share their homes with cats and dogs. 186 million cats and dogs live in 86 million households. 22% of households are multi-pet and have cats and dogs. However, 81% of the 4.4 million cats and dogs that entered U.S. shelters were saved in 2022. This also means that 4.4 million pets are abandoned and later saved by the shelters. According to the World Animal Foundation, for dog shelter outcome statistics in 2023, 2.2 million were adopted, 625,000 was returned to its original communities or owners, 359,000 was euthanized in shelters, and 561,000 was transferred between organizations. Then for cats shelter outcome statistics, still in 2023, 2.6 million cats were adopted, 363,000 were returned, 330,000 were euthanized in shelters, and 427,000 were transferred between organizations. These statistics showed that 40 to 60% of pet owners, after they adopted pets, they decided to give them up again. Now, there are several reasons why people abandon animals. This chart, which is according to the Best Friends and World Animal Foundation, shows a few of them. 16.1% reasons that they have too many pets. 13.7% are caused by housing problems. 10.1% are because of health issues. 7.8% are due to their non-aggressive personality, and 7.2% are due to financial problems. Having too many animals is the primary reason for pet abandonment. Also, in addition to pet abandonment, there are also pet cruelty or abuse. According to the Animals Abuse Chart from StopAnimalCrueltyWeebly.com, this shows how many reports of animal abuse there has been in 4 different years. This displays that animal cruelty reports has slowly increased in the last 15 years. Note that these are the only ones reported. According to this chart, it shows that dogs sadly have to go through the pain and suffering the most. Cats and other animals don't experience as much, but every life counts, and we should all try to help all animals. This chart reveals the reality of consequences for those caught committing animal cruelty. Only a tiny fraction face jail time or fines. The majority end up on probation, which is essentially a free pass as long as they behave well, or they receive community service orders like picking up trash. These penalties seem insignificant compared to the severity of the crime. In 2018, ICMA.org reports the locations where animal cruelty happened. The data shows that 68% are in the animal's own home, which means that the abuse were done by their own owners who decided to adopt or purchase them, but later would abuse them. According to B. Gallagher, M. Allen, and Boyd Jones, who had done research on domestic violence of partners, children, and animals, this is the chart of perceived motivations for abuse of animals and houses. Both hitting 36% are out of anger and control, 24% are out of revenge, and 4% others. So in conclusion, pet abandonment and abuse are serious issues that require our immediate attention and action. Despite the high rates of pet ownership, many animals are abandoned and end up in shelters, with some even facing euthanasia. This reflects a lack of responsibility and commitment from pet owners. Furthermore, the increasing reports of animal cruelty, particularly within the animals' own homes, highlight the need for better education and stricter laws to protect these vulnerable creatures. Moreover, the lenient consequences for animal cruelty underscore the necessity for stronger legal measures and more severe penalties for offenders. For more information regarding what the unreadiness for having a pet could cause and what we can do to help stop pet abandonment and cruelty, do read this blog until the end.